Do you know what they were doing when I showed up for Maury Povich? The day I flew all the way from England to watch Maury Povich, they weren't doing the wild teenage girls go to boot camp. Anybody? Have a guess what they were doing? Anybody? Anybody? So, who's my baby's daddy? I'm going to be honest with you, if they had been doing who's my baby daddy, I wouldn't be standing here bitching about it. No, I like who's my baby's daddy. I think that's quite good. Well, when it comes to 3-year-old Shaniqua, Felix, you are not the father. I told you, you were home, you were home, you were home, you were home. I like that. No, they weren't doing who my daddy. The day I showed up for Maury Povich, there's the day they decided it would be a good idea to do a lovely little makeover show. A makeover! Oh, they had one woman for the whole hour. Maury, I can't get a boyfriend. Could I have a makeover? And then I might get a boyfriend. That was the whole show. I couldn't believe they were going to put that shit on television. This woman, she wasn't ugly. She didn't need a makeover. She was a little bit fat. All she needed to exercise. She needed to eat sensibly. I was on my feet screaming, "Send that bitch to Puka! Send the Puka!" So I'm single. Well, I think women are so much better than men at knowing if they've got the right partner. Would you agree with that? You're not sure. Let me put it. Men do things on dates that women, they will look at what he does, and in 10 seconds they've worked out his whole personality. When women do things, men just take it at face. I'll give you an example. First date, what's that? They go back to his place. She notices, on the first day, back at his place, he's got a coffee maker, which says, property of Motel 6. Immediately she has worked out 2 things about him. Number 1, he's a thief. Number 2, if she stays with him, she's going on shitty vacations. So, what else to tell you? One of the most extraordinary things I've discovered here is if you go into Burger King in this country, in Port Charlotte, you just to buy Coke or something, you get free refills. We don't have that in England. I didn't know. I walked in, I said, "Hello, can I have a Coke, please?" And they gave me an empty cup. Could I have a bit more than that, please? I don't mean to appear greedy. This guy did not tell me that it's free refill. I really didn't know. We don't have this in England. I'm embarrassed. I'm in line. There's people behind. I'm looking. Am I all pumped? Is that what this is? Where's that Ashton Kutcher? I know he's here somewhere. He says there's a machine there, help yourself. So what would have happened if I'd ordered a Whopper? Was he going to give me an empty box? Yeah, kitchen's back there, go cook your own. The pickles in the fridge. So, I picked up the empty cup and I just said, "Thank you." Tried to walk away, but when I said thank you, he said 2 magic words that you only say in America, and I'm not referring to "don't shoot," okay? He said, "You're welcome." Now, you probably said it today at some point, most of you, because it's part of the language here. It's an automated linguistic response, something you say without thinking about it. In England, we don't say it. So when someone says it to me here, it's really polite. It is so polite to my ears. "You are welcome." That is so polite to me. And the guy said it in Burger King, and I kind of freaked. He said, "You're welcome." And I went, "Oh, thank you." He said, "You're welcome." I said, "Am I?" And he went, "Yeah." I said, "Thank you." He said, "You're welcome." This went on for 25 minutes. I thought I've got to say something else or I'll be here all day. So I said goodbye. He said something else we don't say in England. You got it, madam. Have a nice day. And I nearly said thank you. And I thought, if I do, he'll say, "You're welcome. I'll be back where I started." So I didn't. I thought, he said, "Have a nice day. I've got to say something else." I said, "You too." And he said, "Thank you." And I said, "You're welcome." Gone to the free refill machine. Everywhere I go, that's what the homeless use when they're begging. They've always got an empty cup from Burger King or McDonald's. Have we got homeless people in Port Charlotte? Or is it just Arcadia? How's it work? Well, I've got a tip for you. You know that homeless people always have the empty cup from Burger King. Next time you're going where you're likely to bump into the homeless people who are going to be begging, make sure you've got a can of Coca-Cola in your bag. Somebody comes up to you holding out an empty cup. You get your can of Coca-Cola out, pour them a drink. If they get angry, say, look, if you want cash, try holding an empty wallet. You're using the wrong container. Sending out a mixed message. I had somebody stop me in England recently. Sir, would you like to support the homeless? Okay then. Homeless people, yeah! I mentioned that at the beginning. I think it's New York in the house. When you hear that, why do people always bark like they're a big dog, like an Alsatian or a greyhound? Why is it never a yappy dog? A small yappy dog would really liven up the Deaf Comedy Jam, wouldn't it? Chicago in the house! Or cats, maybe. Port Charlotte in the house? I can't believe you actually did that, ladies and gentlemen. So I got upgraded on a flight recently. I've never been upgraded on a flight before. I was in business class. You ever been in business class, sir? You have? Wow. Arcadia, business class. There's two things you don't often hear. Say again? BA. Ah, very nice, very nice. Well, here's a question. You've been asked this. I've never been asked this in my life. Sir, would you care for the swordfish or the peasant? Not pheasant. No, peasant. They were actually going to cook one of the passengers in coach for me.